Hi guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we will be talking about the Character Gate Event Pure Flonne Arrives. This is not a new event, it has already reappeared quite a number of times. And previously, I have cleared it with 3 stars for the Asura stage. So in today's video, I'll be providing a walkthrough to this stage. Basically the general event on how you can overcome the difficulties. Now before we begin, please show your support by leaving a like and subscribe to the channel. Your actions mean a lot to the channel and help the channel to push the content forward. Alright, so if we quickly go into the details of the stage, it's the same basically for both the easy stage and the hard stage. We are having spear, staff and magical forte characters having doubled stats, except for their speed plus 100%. Alright, so please use these 3 characters whenever possible, otherwise you are going to have a hard time. Alright, so it's just generally not worth it. If you have them, train them up and use them for this event. Now what you need to look out for in the stage as such. Alright, so this battle consists of 5 waves. The enemies are at level 3500. Now for the first wave, beware of speed down, right? So they have a character, one of the enemy in that wave is going to move very fast. And I have attempted to outspeed that enemy, but it's not successful. Nonetheless, that enemy, the only threat is to cast a speed down on your fastest characters. Alright, so remember this, take note of this, it is a speed down on your fastest character. So if you have trouble getting through this stage, or because of this stage it is wearing you down on subsequent stages, then do not place your strongest character on the first position, or do not let your strongest character go first. Right, let someone else take the rep on the first slot. Alright, so after we successfully gone through stage 1, basically the rest of the stage is not that hard. Stage 2 is basically a very high resistance stage, so you need to use attack physical teams to take them down. So I do not foresee you will have much trouble on this stage unless you are using a full int team, which many of us should not be using, right? Full int team is very hard to build, and yep. So basically wave 2 should not pose a problem. Now when we go to wave 3, it is a speed boost. Now this stage, if you have enough power, generally it should not bring any problem to you. But otherwise, when we go through the stage later, I will talk about what you can do and what you need to focus on. Speed boost, not that much of a threat. Next, for wave 4, now this is the so-called the obstacle, the hurdle that prevent most of us from completing the stage, especially if you do not have a strong enough attack power. Right, the way to go through wave 4 is not by brute force. The enemies, they have very high defense, so you need int characters to take them down. Alright, so I'll be going through some of the options that you can use as your int character in your party later on. Alright, so and then lastly, wave 5 is the boss stage, which is these 5 characters over here. Just brute force, spam all your SP, and throw your hardest hitting skills out, and you will be done in no time. Alright, so this is the team that I'll be running. Alright, so obviously my team is a bit overpowered by now, and I should not have any more difficulty. But nonetheless, if you are curious about how they are looking like, this is their stats. Edna, I suggest you use Edna if you have, because Edna, a lot of free copies are given to us that brings her up to a very high any levels and let you have access to her S skill. So this the End Chaos S skill is going to be very helpful in the game, as you can see later on. Alright, so this is her stats, the weapon mastery, the skills and levels. Just take note of whatever you like to take note of. I'll be moving through quickly. Now on second slot, I have Noel, the free mage that we got from the very first event, the Christmas event. Now if you do not have her, do not worry, you can still have you still have a lot of alternatives, right? So the reason why I use her is because she's free, and basically, yep, that's the only reason, and I'm free to play as well. Yep. So she's available to me. And basically, what you need to look out for in your int character is to have a AoE cheap skill. Yeah, an AoE skill that is low SP or high SP also can. You just need to charge up your SP for it, right? So on the third slot, I have my Attired Rosalind. Nothing new. Basically, if you have her, she's a must in all your party. She boosts up the speed of your characters from her sub ability. That's all. And then Tyrant Valva Torres, another spear building character, so benefiting from the class forte. And then lastly, I have a filler. So for this, I'll just bring in Lahao because I'm mastering the staff mastery for Lahao, and he can help with some of the int, the high defense enemy, right? Using his int spell. But I'm not using any of the int spell right now because it's not high level enough, and I'm just using him as a Braveheart fodder. Basically, for my stage right now, this is how I'm running my team. And without further ado, let us jump right into the battle. So, Anna is first because I want her to get the speed down. I do not want Noelle to get the speed down because I want Noelle to move first, so that I can one-shot wave 4 immediately. Alright, so likewise, if you're having challenge, then take note of this, right? So if you look at how the battle starts, immediately we are going to get hit with a speed down, right? The speed down is from this star mage over here. And you can see my Anna is being hit with a speed down. So yep, that's it. So I'm just going to use auto attack for my... I'm just going to attack normally. Now you might have to use some skills if you cannot clear them out, if you do not have the firepower, right? So I'm just going to use normal attack to simulate, to sort of like weaken down my team so that I do not wipe them off easily. And you can see how we can navigate through the stage. And you can see even with forte characters, normal attacks do not one-shot the boss. So this is how hard the enemies are, especially on the Asura stage. Now on wave 2, high resistance, right? So these do not pose us any problem. I'm just going to wipe you. Now, on third stage, on the wave number 3, I'm going to start boosting my Flonne with the magic boost. Because I want her to have enough firepower to one-shot wave 4 later on. And then I'm going to normal attack again to buy some time. Especially if you are not strong enough, then you like to buy some time by normal attacking and charging up your SP. Right, so just normal attack. So basically, if you can get rid of all the 3 star mages, you do not have to worry about their speed up, because they do not normally attack you, and their attacks are not that threatening. Basically, they'll just speed up themselves and then heal themselves up. So just magic boost again, and you can see buff himself again. So I'm just going to do normal attack. And this one maybe you can Braveheart Edna. You see? It's going to just use some spells or something, which I don't know, which I didn't catch that. But there's not much of a threaten. Right, so the threaten comes on wave 4. Now these are magic characters. They have very high defense, and you need your mage, your in character, to down this stage. So if let's say I use the Christmas impact, let's see if okay that gets rid of them. Alright, so I'll show you later on if you do not use mage and what will happen, right? So and basically once you reach the last stage, it's just throw out all your skills. You would like to target down the Flonne, the pure Flonne ASAP, because she will be the most threatening enemy of them all, right? So yep, and basically that is the rundown of the event. Now what if you do not have the the mage that I'm using. I keep forgetting her name just for some reason. If you do not have her, unfortunately, then you can rely on some other mages. There are quite a few. If we have put for the Easter banner, you can use that as well. The Easter mount especially. Oops, did I just get into a battle? Alright, it's alright. I'll show you guys later. So now another run, so basically just, yep, attack. Now let's speed through this run a little bit. Now if you are using a full in team, although not many of you should be using, then you have most of these characters are your int, and then what you need will be a physical attacker that has a cheap AoE skill for wave 2, right? So instead of using my mage to cast the AoE spell on wave 4, you'll be using your physical character to cast the AoE skill on wave 2. Just a switch around, right? Alright. So likewise, you just need to clear off these 3 mages and you'll be safe. Now on wave 4, if I do not cast a spell, you can see even if I cast my hardest hitting spell on them, I'm dealing almost no damage. I'm dealing 0 damage to them, right? Right, a few 100k, and this one is the hardest of them all. I cannot puncture them. Right, even Edna is only dealing 400k damage to it. So therefore, a mage is very important if you want to clear stage 4. And especially if you are using a physical team, right? Okay, speaking of which, I've burned all my SP. Now I'm left with none on this stage. Alright, not very good. I have to take their attack. Now you shouldn't be tanking their attack, right? I'm over leveled, that's why I can do it with ease. In fact, it's not really with ease as well. Alright, I might fail this stage. You can see how hard the pure Flonne hits. Alright, thankfully. Okay, so hopefully these 2 run through is enough to give you a opening, to give you an exposure on what is going to happen in this event. Now let's talk about our character choices. Alright, party. Now if you do not have this mage, what's your name? Noelle, yes, Noelle. If you do not have Noelle, then you can rely on our most recent free character. Does she have... Right. Okay, just go to skills earned, learned. Nope, she does not have a damaging AoE spell. Right, unless you level her up to 15, which is quite a long way, and you will not be able to make it this time round. So you can't rely on the free mage. You can use Easter Mount if you have. He has this G plus Die Nether Pain. So this costs only 25 SP at mastery level 1. So this is a substitute if you have put for him during the Easter banner. If not, hope is not lost, alright? So you can rely on this one as well. Sicily, Angelic Knuckle, G plus, target all, and this one only costs 25 SP as well. So if you the only downside comparing these mages to Noelle is that they do not have a self buff option, unlike the Noelle, we have seen she has the magic boost, which she can buff herself, and if you are short of firepower, then it might uh, serve to be helpful. If not, you can also use Rainier. If you have played during her event back then, she is a monster magical. She benefits from the Forte class as well. So but for her, you will need, wait, alright, I think it is from her ability, yeah, any tree. When you got her to any tree, you get this Dam Breaker skill, all SP 25, yeah, at level 1. Alright, so you can also use her. And yep, she does not have any means to buff herself up as well. So yep. But if you use her, she has monster AoE damage dealt plus 15%. So at least some form of help as compared to Noelle. Noelle does not have any buff on her ability, right? Except for this, yeah, just all stat last 12%. So that's all. If you have enjoyed today's video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Most of you are not subscribed yet, so please help me out by doing the above. Alright, so just leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and also let me know in the comments below, have you cleared this stage? Both the easy one and the hard one with 3 stars? What are your challenges faced? And yep, that's all. That's what I would like to hear from you guys. Alright, so just let me know, how are you coming along in this game? Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.